How cool would it be for you to create a new behavior, like something that you want to do consistently, and how, like, but be able to naturally, easily, and effortlessly do it daily? So, and a behavior is something that you do consistently without thinking about it. Like, you don't have to think about it, it just happens naturally. And so today I want to talk about that because today I have done 191 days in a row of going live every single day. And so, but the reality is, I had to push myself outside of my comfort zone. Hey, MJ, great to see you, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. Always a pleasure. Um, so the reality is, I had to push myself outside of my comfort zone. I was not actually comfortable going live. Funnily enough, I swear to you, you would not believe I used to speak a lot, but going live on video I was like, I kind of felt a little uncomfortable, especially because video is like around for ages. Whereas if I made a mistake on, like, in a live talk, it would be like, okay, you made a mistake, that's it, ain't no proof of it. Right? But going, like, I had to push myself outside my comfort zone. MJ saying that you're trying to be same consistent like me. Well, today I'm going to share with you how you can do it. That's the cool part. So I had to push myself outside of my comfort zone. Now, how did it all start? Like, why did I even start going live every single day? I'm very into my personal development, right? I listen to a lot of people. I listen to a lot of training. I learn from a lot of people in a lot of different fields, like from personal development, online marketing, all sorts of things. So I was learning from, first of all, I heard a guy by the name of Nas Daily. Maybe you've seen his videos, and he was talking about how he became really popular after 1 year of going live every single day. And he was like, I just committed one day. I just said, and I didn't think anyone was going to watch it, but who knew that it would get so crazy? But I just said, for 1 year, I'm going to go live every single day. I'm not going to expect anything. And 1 year later, he had crazy results. I was like, okay, that sounds cool. And then there was a guy by the name of Russell Brunson. And Russell Brunson is the founder of a company called ClickFunnels, something that I use. And I've been learning a lot of online marketing from him. And he was like, if you want to build your brand, there's nothing that is going to get you out there more. There's nothing that's going to help you determine the best way for you to deliver, etc., then you going live every single day. You might suck at the beginning, no one's going to listen to you at the beginning, but you just commit to it. Commit to going live every single day and speak every single day, and you're going to make it. And I was like, okay, there's another person that said the same thing to me. And then Tony Robbins was talking about how he became a very big speaker, and he was like, when I started speaking, I went and I saw what my competition was doing, and my competition was speaking to like once every 2 weeks. He was speaking to people. So I decided to speak to like twice a day, every single day, twice a day. And my skills improved as a result of it, etc. And so I was like, oh my God, 3 people that I quite respected, I was learning from, 3 people have just said that you need to speak daily. And I was like, oh my God, maybe I've got to, let me go for it. I didn't expect anything. I didn't whatever. I just said, you know what? I'm going to do it. Saud saying, do it on YouTube and podcast. Yeah. So Saud, I stream this over multiple places. So this goes to YouTube. So people are watching this on YouTube as well as on Facebook, and I'm working out podcasts as well. So that's coming soon. So this is how it all started for me. I was like, okay, 3 people that I respect so much are talking about this. So I'm like, okay, maybe there's something in this. So that's when I said, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Whatever happens, I'm not gonna judge myself. I'm not gonna expect anything. If people come, they come. If nobody comes, nobody comes. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna go live every single day. And so I had what is called motivation, or a motive for action. Motivation is a motive, the reason that you want to do something. So it's saying Facebook is for Babu. Yeah, exactly. That's why I stream to multiple places. So thank you, man. I appreciate it. All right, so I had a motive for action. So that was my first step. This is how do you create a habit, right? The first thing that you need is a motive for action, or motivation. And that was my motivation. Then you need the ability. Now, very fortunately, I was already speaking a lot. Why? Because I had already learned how to speak from different places. I'd been practicing and I'd been going, etc. So I knew how to speak, but I didn't know how to do live videos. So I went and I said, oh, funnily enough, yeah. So Saud's like literally asking me right now, please tell me, how do you stream over multiple platforms? What the equipment do you use? Use OBS. So this is how I started, actually. Funnily enough, I went and I Googled. I was like, okay, how do I stream over how do I stream? How do I go live? And I started looking into it and doing lots of research. And I mean, I tried out different platforms. So like you said, Saud, I started looking at OBS, Streamlabs OBS. That's one of the first softwares I used. I used a company called Restream. Right now, I use something called StreamYard, which I'm using right now. But you know, it was a bit uncomfortable, but I had to figure it out. I was like, you know, but you just got to take the time. Once you have the motive for action, then find out your ability. Like, how do you do it? How do you, etc. And so I was like, okay, I figured it out. I went on YouTube, and the honest answer is, and this could be relevant to you, Saud, is there's lots of different options out there. There's Streamlabs, there's Restream, there's Wirecast. You know, I've used every single one, and to be honest with you, sometimes I flip between them, and you'll have a preferred one. My preferred one right now is Streamlabs, which I use right now, which I'm using daily. It allows me to speak to people on Facebook. It allows me to speak to people on YouTube, etc. But this is how I researched it and I tried it. I made mistakes. You know, sometimes I did videos and they wouldn't work in when I was trying to invite someone on or something like that. So I tried different things. This is how I got good at it. But you gotta just try it and go for it and see which one resonates the most with you. So this was the second one. Once you have your motive for action, then you need to know have the know-how. But then this is the key. This is the key to making a habit. How to make anything stick. And you'll notice I don't do this right now, but it's already a habit. It's like when you start brushing your teeth, initially you have to think about it, but then afterwards it just becomes natural. So to make it stick, I had to schedule it. I had to create a trigger. And for me, some of you might know this, when I first started, I was live at 5 every single day, live at 5. It was tough to maintain that exact time and schedule. So once it became a habit, after like 60 days of doing something at about the same time, like basically after 60 days of doing anything, it becomes ingrained in you. It becomes a bit more natural, it becomes a bit more of a habit. So, and then I stopped doing it at 5, but initially I scheduled it. And so that is the key. So let me share with you, this is a model by someone called BJ Fogg, and it's a behavior model. How do you create a new behavior? How do you create a new habit? And that's the key. So Iman saying, don't you go to Friday brunch or something and sleep afterwards? Yeah, you see that this is the reason I've stopped doing it at 5. But initially, to start with, uh, I I kept it at a specific time every single day. Now I alternate because I can't stick to it every single day, but I commit to going live every single day. But initially you need a trigger. So let me go through this format. Behavior equals so B equals MAT. What is B stands for behavior, the new thing that you want to do. For me, in this example, it was creating videos. Or going live every single day. That was the behavior that I wanted. It was uncomfortable, etc. But that's why the second step is most important. B equals M. M is for motivation. What motivation is simply your motive for action. Why do you want to do what you do? Motivation is simply you have a strong enough reason, you'll make it happen. So what is your motive for action? So that's M. So B, behavior equals motivation and ability. How did I, in terms of going live every day, I knew how to speak. I still needed to know how to go live. I researched it. You've got loads of YouTube videos. This is a YouTube video that will show you how to create a new behavior. That's ability right there. So A is your ability, and then the next one is trigger. And trigger is simply we have habits. Like if you want to create a habit, assign it to something. So I've got a picture of toothbrush over here. So for example, let's say you wanted to start being able to do 100 push-ups. I don't know. For example, what you could do is every single time you brush your teeth, you do push-ups. Like you're attaching it to a trigger, to something that you already do every single day naturally. You brush your teeth every single day. At least I hope you do. I hope you do. It would be really wrong if you didn't. Okay. Now, so you attach it to a trigger. So if you brush your teeth every single day, you attach the new behavior you want to a habit that you already do every single day so that like before you have your shower, you do something, or before you or after you do this or whatever. But you're attached. Like the easiest way to create a new habit is to piggyback on existing habits, or just assign it, schedule it. There's a 5 o'clock every day. That's a trigger. 5 o'clock could be a trigger. So a time could be a trigger. An existing habit could be a trigger. So it's not just time necessarily. It can be every time you step into the car, you say a prayer, for example, or something along those lines. But literally, every time that you do something else. That can be a trigger. So, just to recap, to create any new behavior, you want. Oh, let me go back. Hold up. There we go. So, to create a new behavior, you need a motive for action, motive for action. You need the ability to do it, and then a trigger. Iman saying, put it on the mood board. So yeah, for example, Iman, you could literally, I don't know. For example, every time you wake up, one of the first things that you do is look at your mood board and do an incantation. So the trigger is waking up, and then you're assigning the new habit to that, for example. So if you got your mood board, something like that, or your vision board, you spend a certain time and you create a behavior or a habit around that. Okay. So that's basically it. And I want to just share, this is one of my favorite quotes. It's by Aristotle. We are what we repeatedly do. So I want to break this down. We are what we repeatedly do, meaning that our behaviors define us. The behaviors, the things that we do every single day without thinking about it, those are the things that define us. And people think of success as just one event. Excellence is not an act. So success is not a one-time event, or success is not a one-off thing. It's a habit. It's a result of habits. It's a result of doing something consistently. So excellence then is not an act but a habit. So this is by Aristotle. It's helped me to really understand the importance of habits. And now, not all of my habits are amazing, but I know that when I've truly had a motive for action, when I've truly had the motivation, I've created the right habits. And so I wanted to share this with you. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I truly appreciate that you guys tuning in. And thank you, Iman. Iman saying yes, true behaviors reveal beliefs. Yeah, completely. And Saud, all right, Saud. Well, we're done anyhow. I appreciate you coming on, man. It's such a pleasure to see you. You take care, and I will see everyone on another video real soon. I appreciate you all. Peace out, one love, and I will see you on another video real soon. Take care. Bye for now.